Hello, gentlemen, and welcome to the Men Save Your Marriage show. My name is Terry. I'm your host. I did an autopsy on my failed marriage, and now I use the lessons that I learned to coach other men on how to save their marriage before it fails. I'm going to share with you the things I wish someone would have shared with me before my marriage failed. Are you ready? Let's get started. Hello, gentlemen, and welcome back. This is Terry. I am your host, and we are here at the Men Save Your Marriage show. You just heard the bell. That means that we are back in the ring and we are back on mission. This is episode 48, and we are talking today about emotional intel, what you are missing about her signals. Again, welcome back, guys. I'm glad that you're here with me today. We are going to continue on in this series. We're talking about obviously the marriage arsenal, but we're also talking about being on mission in your marriage, and that's what we're going to continue. So you heard the bell. We're in the ring. We're back to fight. So this is kind of episode 2 of the marriage missions, but today we're going to upgrade your operating system. You see, I need to hit you with a hard truth most men never really hear. You've been trying to lead a woman whose emotional language you don't understand. You've been fighting for connection. You've been saying and doing the right things, mostly, but she still feels cold or distant and resentful. Why is that, do you think? Well, because you've been missing her signals. Today, we're sharpening your emotional intel. We're going to teach you how to read her cues, maybe decode her silence, and understand what she's really saying beneath the surface. This episode isn't about becoming a therapist. It's about becoming a leader who knows how to interpret the battlefield so that he stops firing blanks and starts landing connection. This is how you become a better leader and a greater general in the battle for your fight and for your marriage. So we're going to dig into this. And if you're ready, we're going to go. Let's start with point 1. Most men are speaking loudly, but missing what she's actually saying. Now, you've probably heard this before. I just don't feel connected anymore. Or you're here, but you're not really with me. Right? You've heard these things, right? Or I don't feel safe opening up to you. I talk to men every day, and we have all heard these at some point or another. Now, if you're like most men, your response was something like, yeah, but I haven't yelled at you, or I've been helping more, but I'm still here, aren't I? In other words, you feel like you're putting in the work. You're working on yourself. You're improving yourself, and it feels as if she doesn't even see it. Well, what you don't realize is you're answering the wrong question. You're measuring your actions, but she is feeling your atmosphere. So here's the intel you've been missing. Women often speak in signals, not in speech. They emote or they withdraw, they soften, they tense up all before they say a word. And if you miss that window, you lose the moment. It's not that she's being passive aggressive. It's that her nervous system is scanning for safety before she ever chooses to speak. Let me break this down a little more practically for you. When she sighs and looks away while folding laundry, she's saying, I feel alone in this. When she shuts down mid-conversation, what it really means is, I don't feel safe to say what I really mean. She is anticipating your reaction and she doesn't feel safe. Or when she's short and sarcastic, it's a test. And she's literally asking or saying, can you stay calm when I'm not easy to love? These are some of the signals. And most men ignore, or worse, they get defensive about these. And that's for the men that even see them. But if you learn to read these signals with calm confidence, well, you become emotionally elite. You stop overreacting. You stop misfiring. You start landing presence in these moments that matter. That's what emotional intel is. It's not being hypersensitive, it's being highly intentional. And that's what I want for you, is to become a very highly intentional husband and man and leader. Again, you've heard me say this many times. You create the culture. You have to be highly, highly intentional in order to create culture. All right, point 2. You don't need to solve the problem. You just need to signal safety for her. Let's kill a myth that's keeping you stuck. See, she doesn't want you to fix everything. She just wants to feel seen. That's it. Most men make the same mistake. She opens up, she expresses something heavy, and we jump into problem-solving mode. Why? Because we think value equals solutions. But in her world, value equals connections. She's not testing your IQ. She's testing your EQ. And not your intelligence quotient, your emotional quotient. And she's watching and thinking and wondering to herself, can he just sit with me in this? Can he stay calm when I'm spinning out? Can he hold space without hijacking the moment? Here's a mission-aligned truth for those of you that want to be on mission in your marriage. Your job is not to fix her feelings. It is to help her feel safe having them while she's in your presence. That is huge, and that is one of the greatest understandings you can arrive at if you want to help and you want to save your marriage. Your job is not to fix her feelings. It is to help her feel safe having those feelings in your presence. Now, you do that with some simple moves. A soft-hearted, I get it, instead of jumping into fix-it mode. Eye contact with her while she's spinning, while she's talking, instead of interruption. Your interruption may be perfectly valid, but to her, it's still going to feel as if you are getting defensive. So rather than opening your mouth and saying a word, don't interrupt her, but just maintain eye contact. You're telling her, I am here. I am in the moment with you. I hear you. I see you, and I'm listening. Or a card that says, I know I can't fix everything, but I'm with you. You're not alone. These are the ways that you can work. These are just simple moves to make her feel safe and to help her work through what she's dealing with. This is a different way of connecting. Now, that's what these connection cards that I've been talking about are for. You see, they take the pressure off the moment. They give her something to hold, to feel, to revisit. They say things like, I'm present even when I'm quiet. See, this is emotional leadership, guys. Not louder, not softer, just sharper. Now, before we get into the third point, I want to encourage you today to do something. I want you to, every day I send out a short, powerful email every morning. Real talk, no fluff. I'm not going to waste your time. It's just a daily challenge to help you lead better. Now, there's going to be some days where you open that and it really doesn't apply to you. And if it doesn't, just delete it and go on through your day. But if it does, it gives you something to carry with you through the day to help you grow as a leader, to help you grow as a husband. I want you to have this, so I want you to sign up for the emails. Go to mensaveyourmarriage.com and get on the email list. Again, every day, simple, short, no fluff, direct to you. If it doesn't apply, delete it. If it does, then carry it into the day with you. And you got one more thing to help you think about and grow as an individual. So again, mensaveyourmarriage.com and sign up for the email today. Now, on to point 3. Precision creates connection, and sloppy emotion creates chaos. So let's get real tactical here for just a minute. Imagine being on a mission and firing rounds blindly into the dark. What happens? Well, you waste energy, you hit the wrong targets, you compromise the missions. Guys, it's no different in a marriage. It's the same in a marriage. Most men either avoid emotional moments completely, so they never connect, or they fumble their way through them and get frustrated and blow things up. Either way, connection is lost. But what if you moved with precision? What if you knew how to name what she was feeling before she said it? Not perfectly, but with enough confidence to disarm her defenses. That's elite level emotional intel. And here's the playbook. Slow down your response time. When she drops a sharp comment, just take a breath before you react. Observe the moment, not just the words. Look at her eyes, her posture, her tone. What is she not saying? Or ask for a signal-based question. Say something simple like, that felt heavier than it sounded. Do you want to talk about it? Or, you've been quieter lately. You want some space, or should I sit with you? And then follow up with a connection card. After the moment passes, don't let it drift. Deliver something intentional, a message she didn't expect but needed. This kind of leadership makes you undeniable, and that's what the marriage arsenal is all about. You see, it's not because you have it all figured out, but because she can feel your emotional clarity, your command presence, your willingness to see her without trying to fix her. That's what most men never learn, and that's what you're learning now. All right, you've got the intel now, not just on her, but on yourself. You know how to function in these moments. You're no longer the man who misses the moment and justifies it with effort. You're the man who reads the moment and leads with intention. So here's your marriage mission this week. Practice emotional signal recognition. Don't fix, just hold space. Now, I would encourage you, if you haven't done it yet, to get the connection cards in the marriage arsenal. Okay? Just very quickly, so that you know what comes in this box. It comes with a storage book, so you can literally put this on a bookshelf and it looks like just another book, but it's actually a storage box. And inside, you're going to have 15 different cards that are heartfelt, that are going to say the words you need to say, and they're going to reach out to her. Those 15 cards, some of them are specific for her birthday, for your anniversary. Think about this as an arsenal that'll last you an entire calendar year. Along with those 15 cards, you're going to have 11 date night ideas, things you can do, ways that you can ways to encourage you and help lead you so that you can lead her for for other alternative connections. And then finally, 20 micro missions. You know, that morning when she just needs a good word, she needs a little encouragement, 20 small cards with 1 or 2 sentences, a few words that touch her where she needs. That's what is all included in the marriage arsenal. So, if you haven't done it yet, go get the marriage arsenal. You can build connection without a plan. You can't build connection without a plan or without tools. So go to marriagearsenal.com. That's where you'll find this entire box to lead you through the year and help you have presence, help you practice emotional signal recognition, help you be on mission in your marriage and develop culture and do all the things that you want to do to save your marriage. All right, next week, we're going to go deeper in tactical presence, how to lead with words when she's cold or closed off. I said next week, the next episode. Okay, so this is where everything shifts from internal awareness to external influence. So I want you to stay sharp, stay calm, and stay on mission. And finally, brothers, this is the kind of man you were meant to be. You're not guessing, you're not exploding, you're not numbing out, you're reading the room, you're leading with calm, and you're forging trust where others would fold. This is emotional intel. This is how you lead a woman's heart without controlling it. This is how you become undeniable. So the mission is set. You have the intel. You have tools available to you right now at marriagearsenal.com to help you become even more undeniable. Let's keep going. I will see you here in the next episode, episode 49, where we talk about tactical presence and how to lead with words when she's cold or closed off. But in the meantime, gentlemen, I thank you. I'm glad that you're here, and I want you to go out and make it a great day. Lead with intention, set the culture, and you can win and save your marriage. Thanks again, guys. Have a great day.